Good morning, my aesthetically tentacled heretics. I hope you're all having a great week. And well, if you're not, don't worry. Weekend's almost here, just elude the Inquisition for one little bit longer. The Dark Gods will reward both of us plenty. I'm back to continue my series on the Forge World units available to Chaos. Today, we're gonna cover the Flyers section of the Index, the Eyrine Colts. I think there's some actual good potential in the units in here, and I personally enjoy having Flyers in my games. So let's get to it, the day ain't getting any longer. The first unit to touch on is the Hellblade. Now the Hellblade is supposed to act like a super fast fighter kind of flyer. This damn thing can move up to 60 inches, but also comes with a minimum movement of 18. Its melee is irrelevant like most vehicles, however, this little thing comes with 8 wounds at toughness 6. Fairly paper thin, sure, but no degrading stat line, making it some kind of a super fast flying dreadnought. To make things better, this thing comes with a basic hard to hit rule like most flyers, as well as a 5-up invuln save, and a +1 to its hit rolls against other flying units. For war gear, the Hellblade comes equipped with 2 Hellstorm cannons, which you can replace with 2 Last cannons. You already know what the Last cannons do, and I wouldn't really recommend them, because the Hellstorm cannons are 36-inch range, heavy 2-shot weapons, with strength 6, AP -2, and 3 damage flat, with a special rule that deals a bonus mortal wound to its target if it rolls a 6-up to wound. Equipped with the Hellstorm cannons, a Hellblade will cost you 130 points, which may be a little steep, but then again, we're pretty limited in our flying options, and flat 3 damage is damn good, and an invuln save on top of that, and hard to hit, is really hard to pass on. I don't own a Hellblade, but I definitely use these, even if they're a little steep in price. I think they're pretty good, and would definitely provide a lot of annoyance to an enemy without dedicated anti-air. Onto the Hellblade's bigger, meaner cousin, we've got the Hell Talon. Yeah, I know, real inventive. The Hell Talon is certainly bigger, but not all that much tougher. It comes with 12 wounds at toughness 7, with the same hard to hit and 5-up invuln save. It moves pretty much the same, but has a degrading stat line, which is a pretty big weakness already. It does have the demonic machine spirit rule, like a Land Raider would, to ignore the hit penalties for heavy weapons. It comes equipped with a twin Last cannon and a Hellstorm cannon, just like the ones in the Hellblade, and it also carries a cluster of bombs. The bombs come in 3 flavors, and you only get to choose one of them and use it once per battle. To use them, you just fly over whatever unit you want to fuck with and unleash the bombs in the movement phase. The 3 types of bombs available to it are the Pyrex incendiary bombs, which are the clear anti-infantry and probably the best option in here. These allow you to roll a d6 for every model in a unit, up to 20 d6, and for each roll of a 5-up, the unit takes a mortal wound. The thing here is that you get to add 1 to that roll for infantry units. So that means you'll be dealing a mortal wound on a 4-up against infantry, making this thing properly devastating against any big horde of infantry. Now there's also the Warp Pulse bombs, which are supposed to be some kind of a mixed bag. You get to roll 3d6 for every monster or vehicle in the unit you fly over, or 1d6 for any other kind of model, and then deal a mortal wound on a 5-up. These also apply a debuff that lasts until the start of your opponent's next game turn, which reduces that unit's hit rolls in leadership by 1, regardless of the number of mortal wounds dealt, if any. Now this one limits you to 9d6 total dice. The final bombs, the Veil Talon Shadow Charges, are the anti-vehicle bombs, which allow you to roll 6d6 for a vehicle, building, or monster that you fly over, dealing a mortal wound on a 3-up. This one's also meant to be a single target bomb, since you only get a maximum of 6d6 dice per vehicle, and are limited to, well, 6d6 dice per total. The unit is certainly interesting, and there's no denying that the bombs are pretty powerful. However, they are 1 use only, and with its basic loadout, a Hell Talon costs 240 points. That's a really high cost for only 4 shots on a 12 wound flyer, yeah. Maybe if you could reuse the bombs, it'd be a bit better, but as it stands, the Hell Talon's a disappointing unit. I actually like their models a lot, and I wish they was better. But, I don't know. I wouldn't use one. The bombs sound like a lot of fun. Oh well, maybe next edition though, who knows. Now to more, well, less demonic flyers, we've got the really big ones coming up. The Chaos Storm Eagle is kind of a flying Land Raider, really. Its main selling point is that it can transport 20 infantry models, including Terminators or jump packs for some reason, while carrying decent firepower. It comes with a demonic machine spirit and the standard hard to hit rule, of course. It's equipped with a twin heavy bolter, which you can change for a plethora of basic weapons, but you won't, because why would you ever change one of these? And the Hellstrike missiles. These missiles are 72-inch, heavy 2 shots at strength 8, AP minus 3, and 3 damage. Not too bad, but you might want to replace them with the Balefire missiles, which are the lighter but more numerous version, only 36 inches, 2d3 shots, strength 6, AP minus 1, d3 damage, and cover ignoring. Finally, it also has a Vengeance launcher. It's a nifty little gun with a range of 48 inches and 2d6 heavy bolter shots. The dock on the unit is decent, to be fair, but it ends up costing a lot for what it can do. With its Balefires on, it's gonna set you back 285 points. Definitely better than a Land Raider, but, well, everything else is as well. However, there's one thing to note. This unit might be our best option if you want to move a big possessed unit without the hassle of warp time and, foot slogging. So you might want to keep that in mind, just in case the whole Chosen of the Pantheon thing goes crazy. And next, we gone on to the big bitch of the whole category, the big bad Fire Raptor. This one used to be all the rage before it got nerfed, and I can certainly see why. It's pretty much the same ship as the Storm Eagle, but with way more guns and no transport. Like, god damn, this thing comes with a lot of DACA. It has 2 quad heavy bolters, so freaking 8 of the damn things, Hellstrike missiles, and its twin Avenger bolt cannon, which is a marvelous weapon. At 36 inches range, it's a heavy 10-shot weapon at strength 6, AP minus 2 and 2 damage, kinda like a Knight Avenger Gatling cannon. This monster will churn out more DACA than most units can take, while being pretty tough to kill. Now the bad part is that its points got hit pretty hard in chapter approved, and with its default loadout, but with Balefire missiles, because, well, there's better, this beast will cost you 382 points. That's a damn steep cost, but hear me out for a sec. With new Dark Apostles, and the Miasma of Pestilence, since you're gonna play Nergal anyway, you can reliably get a minus 3 to be hit on this thing. Now, with minus 3 to be hit, it'll be almost immortal, seriously. I mean, who the fuck is gonna hit it? That means it can deliver its beautiful, beautiful DACA pretty much all the time. And I mean, if it can't be killed, it can't be overcosted, now can it? I don't have one of these, but I think they might see a resurgence even, holy shit man, words, in play with the Dark Apostle changes, and just keep an eye out for these. And finally, we got the Xiphon Interceptor, which is a tiny little ship with surprising amounts of firepower. It only has 10 wounds and toughness 7, but it's extremely fast with up to 70 movement, and carries 2 twin lascans and a Soulstalker missile launcher. The launcher is 60 inches range, D3 shots at strength 7, AP minus 2 and 2 damage, with a bonus mortal wound on 2 wound rolls of 5 up, kinda like a much better autocannon. To make things even better, it ignores penalties to heavy weapons and gains +1 a hit against other flyers. Honestly, this little thing might be our legit best way of ripping other flyers out of the skies. Sadly enough, its weaponry makes it really expensive, since one ends up costing you 240 points, but there would be a lot of potential for anti-vehicle in this one if it were reasonably costed. And yes, I said finally, even though there are 2 more flyers in here, the Titanic ones. The Thunderhawk and the Sokar pattern Stormbird. However, these have been nerfed so fucking hard with chapter approved that they're basically 1-unit armies. They're big, they're shooty, and can all transport things, but cost more than twice what they should. Seriously, the Stormbird costs 2,000 points before war gear. You just leave his default weapons up, and it costs 2,321 points. Fuck that. The Thunderhawk is similar, at 1,508 points. They're tough, big, and way overcosted. Their firepower is also shockingly disappointing for what they cost, so fuck these. There's literally no point to their existence right now. Now I gotta go tone down my salt levels with a nice cup of bleach. That's all for today, heretics. Do you even use flyers in your armies? Do you think the pricing is fair on these? Let me know in the comments. See you guys next time.